Power to the people. We back at new maintenance. Yeah. We're gonna rock like Ham Doom and the Doomites that came in. The unbelievable Hebrew of these two. Part 2. Yeah, we're in our chef suit now. We cooking. That's right. We cooking. Don't run from this work. Yeah, don't run. Don't run. I'm here. I'm in the cooking show now. We're gonna cook Steiny and Heine. Yeah, we're gonna cook. That's right. Blood on Ham apron, you heard? Word up. We outside. This I'm gonna do something impossible just because you can't do it. He said at the weekend, we at the weekend. About to meet the weekend, you heard? This one here, it just capitalizing off that work. Of this morning. That's that good sage. Good sage. Good sage. Come outside. Do rag doom, you heard? It's do rag doom, B. That's where we at with it. We're gonna work you too. You know what I'm saying? 3 nights, 3 days of nothingness. This should work on stream, y'all, real quick. Yes, sir. I forgot. Gotta go back. Maybe that's why. Gotta go back. Hold on. I gotta remember that was a slip. Huh? We gotta go back. Okay, yeah. For right now. We gotta go back. Yeah, we gotta go back. You know what I'm saying? To get this righteous. Yeah. We here. Okay. No, I told you I was on stream, y'all. Yeah, I'm up. We're gonna talk about how you and your man Steiny is love butters. Soft. Steiny and Heine. We're gonna talk about you and your boy Heine. The unbelievable Hebrew of these two. They don't know no Hebrew, no language, let alone shalom. You heard? But they run around talking to you and me like they know something. They lying to you. PKA got all the truth. I said they lying to you. Professor Khalil Amani got all the truth. We was explaining about how people misconstrue certain words and certain views pertaining to Jezebel and how she do, along with other Ebonic words that could come out in the spew. Him doing bars. So we back with a new one. We in our chef suit. We chefing up. Blood on the apron, baby. You heard? There's blood on the apron, man. We out here. Feel me? You can't run from this work. Yeah. We're going to butcher you like how you keep butchering people, situations every day. You know we ain't scared of no smoke. I got my sage right here. We ain't scared of no smoke. Come outside. And I got some nice cold coffee too. Ain't nothing like cold coffee, lukewarm coffee. One drop of sugar. You Negroes are sweet. You got sugar, creamer, honey, all sorts of things in your bun. Floating in your tongue. Huh? You soft, nigga. You soft, you and your man. Jaime Steiny. Two discombobulated mental disability fools. I'm trying to discuss God rules. Two fools. That's that good say. I'm trying to discuss God rules. They don't know that. All they know is about what they could do, which is nothingness. They're doing nothing. I'm outside twice. I did an hour and 5. I'm going to do an hour and 10 minutes. But this is easy work. What happened to that boy? Huh? Will Hassan Campbell please stand up? See, they got other work on you. But this work here is pertaining to you thinking you know Hebrew. And you run around portraying this Hebrew unbelievable. This is part 2. But now you Hebrew. You got She-Ra, She-Hulk, and now it's She-Brew. Yeah, that's a superhero. We found the She-Brew. Yeah. It was a Hebrew. You got He-Man, She-Man, right? Look. They showed us on the cartoon characters that they had He-Man and She-Man. But they called us She-Ra, right? She-Ra. Oh, they wow. But over here, these are She-Brews. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put the S on that. Let me put the S on that. Yeah, the unbelievable She-Brews of these two. Yeah, let me put the S on that. That's one thing I like about StreamYard. You could go right in and go right in. Keep switching. Big up to StreamYard for holding us down. I bet I was doing so much StreamYard, they was telling me I can't do it. I remember in the beginning I was doing so much StreamYard to get this 4,000. Now that they took, we don't even use. Now we back outside. You ain't even outside. That's beautiful though. You're scared. We ain't even blocked you either. You block us when you come and I ain't got it on subscriber mode. Nope. We on horizontal, man. We hustle. You feel me? We hustle. We're gonna hustle you like you think you can hustle Khalil Amani. You think you can hustle Khalil Amani every day with your sneak attacks. Not knowing that these bombs we got has no strings attached. Damn doom bars. You've been riding along too long, man. The man's birthday weekend is today. It starts today. Started yesterday, Friday, because his birthday lands on a Khalil birthday lands on a probably a Wednesday or something. You know what I'm saying? Let's go to Khalil's birthday, April 23rd. You know what I'm saying? Happy birthday, boss. Yeah, his birthday is Wednesday. Like I said, his birthday is Wednesday. We celebrating the weekend. He probably somewhere in the casino. See, every time I think of the big boss, you get mad when he sends me a gift. Yeah, you get mad. You get on the phone with your friend. Y'all start talking crazy that the man is discombobulating, touching, however y'all think. But not to know that, see how I think of people? The man had 14,000 subscribers. I remember I was fighting to get, 2,000, 3? Yeah, I think we were fighting for 2,000 at one time. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You feel me? Mm-hmm. So, what we doing out here? Huh? So you brag on the man, diss the man, right? And here it is. I could get the man on a small command. Yeah. He said on the weekends. I wouldn't be surprised if I stay on long enough, he'll pop up just to give me 5 minutes. Just to show you. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Just to show you that you soft. Yep. Hmm? Good save. That's right. Good save. Yep. I'm out here. Because you running around needing help to talk bad about somebody. Then y'all got this psychological game y'all running around with every night to look to find weak spots in the camp of Khalil Amani, dealing with topics that y'all don't know nothing about, dealing with Hebrew. You don't know nothing about Hebrew. Mm-mm. Your mama was a Christian woman. You said you picked up this situation at 19. So you was a rebellious boy already. Mama gave you something and you did it the other way around. Because you want to be Carly Carl. That's your problem. Like that sage right here. Wow. That's that good sage. Whew. We in the kitchen smoking sage. Feel me? What you doing? Huh? What you doing? Hmm? 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 So in this case, a sense of 17 minutes. I love it. Don't you worry about it. You know what I'm saying? I got the budget. Don't you worry about it. I love it. Khalil got the budget. You heard? Khalil got the budget. What more you got when you got somebody holding bank for you? I remember back in the day, I used to shoot dice for the big bosses. They used to watch and say, yo, I think he can do it. Can you do it? I'd be like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, you know, they used to watch, man. So one big dude, he passed away. His name was Bo King. You know, his homeboy name was Lou. You know what I'm saying? I think that's my man's mom's. I'm not sure. I gotta remember the story. Louis went with she just went back. I think he went with with Mia. I think. She just died. Or that's my little man's Louis. I remember him. He was cool. His son. Louis just, you know what I'm saying, used to just get money and stay low. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it was with Louis. You know what I mean? See, my history runs deep with them. They know me getting money. So he was there that day. He was there that day. When there was this guy who came to shoot dice in the square, the plaza. Now, it was up to them. I asked to quit. I'm going to keep it real. But they taught me a lesson like, never quit, nigga. Never quit. Word. They told me never quit. We're going to shoot till you can't shoot no more dice. But he checked my hands. He always checked my hand. He was like, oh, you got some hands on you. I was like, yeah, what up? I used to play ball. He's like, yo, you can shoot these dice? They had the other dice, like Vegas dice. So I grabbed them. There was 3 of them. And it was unusual dice. They was like maybe they looked like Yahtzee dice, but bigger. You know what I'm saying? I remember they was kind of broad. You know what I'm saying? But just enough to roll. I didn't know they made those type of dice. We only saw the little ones. But when I saw those, I used to try to shake it real good. And my hands was like trying to get a feel on it. Sometimes it'll sneak out. You know what I'm saying? So I had to get a feel of it. Once I got a feel on it, boy, he was like, you good. There you go. He was like, you good, man. So I started rolling head cracks. There was one dude that came through. We rolled till we couldn't roll no more, man. He was throwing deuces. I couldn't beat him. I was throwing 4s. He couldn't beat that. So everybody was betting on my 4s, betting on his 2s, and I was losing on the deuces. You know what I'm saying? 5s was just like, who cares? You throw a 5, we love it. I'm gonna tell you right now, Brownsville, when we shoot dice, we love 5s. That's why there's so many of them out there. You throw a 5, oh, they love it. It'd be 115, 665, 445, 335, 225. You know what I'm saying? 115. You throw a 5, period, on the dice. You better throw a deuce or a Tracy. Word up. Not even counting you ace out. 1, 2, 3. You know what I'm saying? You aced out. You feel me? It ain't that. Sit down, that's gonna work. Power to the peoples. We back at new maintenance. Yeah. We're gonna rock like Ham Doom and the Doomites that came in. What up? We in stream, y'all. 23 minutes in. What's up, man? Feel me? So I used to get money. What's your story? Steiny, aka Izzy. Jaime is the guy named Jaime that he had presented. I said Steiny is Pizzy. Israel doctrine. Jaime is the guy Jaime he's presented. He have on his show, running around, talking like the Hebrew Israelites. See, our Black Sabbath and any other Sabbath is totally different. If we had different qualifications, we could sit back like the normal people who's you already know. They what they say, more privilege. To not touch anything on the day of the Sabbath, but any day could be the Sabbath. I remember you spoke on that. I think I did remember you said that, which was a good, interesting point. Now, we understand that there's some methodological, somewhat minute, he know what he's saying. Sometimes. But I think you be off your meds at times. I think you be off those medications that make you believe that you out there sitting around thinking that you're a Bible scholar. You know what I'm saying? Thinking you're a Bible scholar. You feel me? There's no Bible scholar in you or the teacher that taught you. Now, I could believe PKA. He was in UNBELIEVABLA. That's facts. They won't put you on Side Netter show if we pay Side Netter. The guy you had on the show said he watched you had a meltdown. Now you want to bring Jaime. Don't you bring Jaime over there. Jaime go get destroyed. When Q Butter get to Jaime, that's inside Netter, House of Cokeheads, and then you got Captain Vodka Tazariot, drunk, ISCUPK. Yeah, them niggas over there. You heard? Bring Jaime over there. Bring Jaime over there. I bet you Jaime won't last 18 seconds. But they're not talking nice to you niggas. You niggas is past slow. I'm starting to realize that. You got 281 subscribers when you was at 240. So you actually coming here getting 40-something more subscribers. It ain't doing nothing but being a troll. Good luck, bro. You'll have nothing over there. You know what I'm saying? Nothing. He got 7 timeouts, 1 hide. You heard? 13 deleted messages. Okay, let's see what happened. He just been trolling. Channel activity. We got you. You joined 16 years ago. 281 subscribers. Last time I checked, it was 241. So you running around being a bum. Okay? You ain't do a video in 10 years. You just old. 16 years ago, 1,000 views. You only 264,889. That's not enough to hang out with Hampton. That's not enough to hang out with Hampton. Hampton is over 441,000. That's just over. I ain't even gonna tell you the back end. So you do the math. You got 264. We 441,000. You only got 200,000. That means I saved more money than you, nigga. You joined October 8th, 2008. And just been watching YouTube all your life until I came back outside. So you can say, oh, I got something to do. I'm glad to give you a job, my nigga. I'm glad to give you a job. I'm very happy. You know, that's why I'm not mad that you in the house trolling, looking, smoking a little dirty blunt with cocaine in it. You know what I'm saying? From last night's fake little club parties you have inside that place. Because you don't really go out. But if you did, you would be showing people. If you're hiding from those baby mamas that you owe underground child support to. You know, it be niggas like you, man, that get away. And sure enough, your time is on its way soon. You know what I'm saying? I remember what was his name? I remember my name was Young Daddy Pump. I think it was Young Papa Pump. I think I had something pertaining to Young Papa Pump, Young Daddy Pump. What was my name? No, my name was Young Pump 456 or something like that. And he came back with a Young Pump. You know what I'm saying? He robbed me for that. And I had Young Pump 456. Yeah, that was my name back then. That was my email. I don't even think I got that. I think I gotta go look for it. Young Pump 456. I'm gonna have to look it up. As I'm looking around, I believe you. You know what I'm saying? You did that shit, B. But don't worry though. We didn't understand. It was YouTube was young. That was 2 years. YouTube was like 2 years old. You know what I'm saying? Plus my kid came out around that time. So I really wasn't playing around with this thing until I realized what you was trying to do. You know what I'm saying? Be a punk ass thievery nigga that you is. Watching me now looking like I am right now, winning. You know what I'm saying? So you go ahead, sissy dad socks. We love you, man. But don't worry about it. Don't underestimate the popular of love, because it's on his way, man. It's on his way. You know what I'm saying? It's on his way. Okay? It's on his way. The love taps is on his way, bro. Word up. It's on his way, man. So we just gonna sit back, watch you, and my people just gonna tighten you up every time they get a chance. You know what I'm saying? That's all. We love the work. We love it. Mm-hmm. Yep. Everybody love throwing, hitting. You know what I'm saying? They work. Mm-hmm. We got 34 minutes. Good. India crack in the building. Word. We still got fans all over this place. But I joined 2021, but I had other pages. And you know what I'm saying? 14 years ago, pages too. Just don't know the number to the joint right now. I'm going to find it, though. But we're going to get big enough to go to YouTube and make this thing happen. I ain't even sweating. Mm-hmm. Get in the building. Yeah, we just did part 2. I know. I'm watching. I'm watching. Mm-hmm. Man, get money doom in the building. You already know. Yup. Tightening them up. We tightening them up over here, man. You heard? Like you feeling like a millionaire. Feel me? We back on that type of time again, man. Feel me? Yeah. We back on that type of time now. I like this. I like this. I want to thank 500 people coming in the building off of 4,000 subscribers. Yes, sir. You came in at the right time. Mm-hmm. You came in at the right time. Mm-hmm. We at the Passover. I hope you fasted, because I am. I'm drinking water. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I ain't had a meal since yesterday. I'm on the Passover. That's right. That's right. I'm just drinking some water, like how my family did it when they did it. That's right. That's right. If we had different qualifications, then we had different qualifications. But right now, we ain't got those qualifications. Nah. Oh yeah. That's on the way, man. That's on the way. I believe. I believe the children are our future. R. Kelly said, I believe I can fly. Okay? They told us to believe in yourself. See, it's a lot. I believe. I believe. The believer. Mm-hmm. The mu'minun. The believer. Hmm? Now, I might not know what Hebrew said, but I know that mu'minun. That means the believer. You're a mu'min. The believer. Now. Come on, we work. We're gonna work you. We're gonna work. I believe. I believe. Yes, he believes. Mm-hmm. He believes. And you know I'm gonna have to thank you. You know I'm gonna have to thank you for helping me share it. Because I'm just that type of guy to say thank you. I'm not afraid to say where my help came from. My help came from these good folks in the virtual atmosphere of life. Mm-hmm. That's right. That's right. That's right. We doing it. We doing it. Are you feeling like a millionaire today? Are you feeling like a Saturday millionaire? Hmm? Hmm? Are you Ted DiBiase today? Are you feeling like a millionaire? All you gotta do is just ask. You gotta speak up. I can't hear you in the back. I can't hear you. No, I can't. Now I don't want you to get mad that I'm surpassing soon to surpass your level of greatness that you had at that time. I remember you had a lot of level of greatness. But I realized after yesterday's show of a lot of people was almost actually dying for trying to be like Hassan Campbell, I had to come up with something else. Now we in part 2. You know what I'm saying? We got my man First Property Investment TV. I don't know if it was, I think that was First Class Empire for back in the days. But he changed his name to First Property Investment TV. What up, beloved? Yeah. Are you feeling like a Saturday millionaire? So the unbelievable Hebrews of these two, part 2, 3 days and 3 nights of nothingness. It's crazy. We just working. Oh, yes, we is. We just working. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We just putting it down. Don't you worry about it. Yeah. That's Ham Doom, the super villain of YouTube. Yep. Then you're gonna say, come through when you nah, only my peoples. Only my people's gonna get for me to come through. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's gonna be days I may not even want to do no job. Let my people say they doing the your hand pull up on the show. And we win. First, I'm gonna examine first. You know, I gotta make sure there ain't no landmines over there. You know, my peoples ain't getting blown up. I gotta make sure. You know what I'm saying? I gotta make sure that my peoples ain't get injured out there. You feel me? Safety first on our land of America. Yeah. We run down on the rundown. I don't want them saying nothing. Mm-hmm. That's right. So look, I'm right here chilling. Sit down, Nip. Be working. I took you out. I told you I was going to where I got him, Nip. I got him. Okay, he still have First Class Empire, so I figured that was you. All right, cool. Salute. What does a Saturday millionaire feels like? Okay, I'm gonna tell you that answer. It feels peaceful. Number one. No, I gotta put it back up. That's the question for today. I'm sorry. We answered the other. We say you still have it. Now we got the other. What does a Saturday millionaire feels like? It feels peaceful. Mm-hmm. It feels got more patience. After you realize that you had to relinquish a few undesirable individuals who just like to sit around. So once you had figured that out, you was peaceful. You know, you knew things of less was more, but you knew that more was less. You understood that like that lifestyle because you remember Know what I'm saying? You remember. So that's what a millionaire feels like. You answer to nobody. You would like to call your financial advisors, but you got the right mindset when you were selling that crack. You don't need nobody. You got to go re-up. Huh? You got to go re-up. But you're not going to mess around and say, yo, you know what I'm saying? Nah, this ain't going to work for me. Poppy getting tired of me coming in with 250. I got to come with 5. You know what I'm saying? He getting tired. Feel me? You don't got to answer to nobody. That's what a millionaire feels like. And you worry about your immediates. That's who you find to help you get more million. So if you're looking for those people to help you spend $1 million, I'm sorry. This show ain't for you. But stay hydrated, though. Okay, I'm doing. Stay hydrated. That's our new lane. Stay hydrated. You can't do anything other than that. Stay hydrated. You heard? Because, you might do what you want to do. Because, you soft. Not you per se. And generally, idealistically speaking. We just idealistically speaking. Just ideally, just spreading some words around. But you want to get ahead and be like, you want to look after some Hansel and Gretel type situation. Cold water, bacon. So you like that? Yes, sir. Thank you, beloved. Equals crack, no doubt. Cold water and baking soda equal. That's right. So, yeah. See, I learned after reading this message that I used to read. It's a famous Quranic story I used to read in the Quran. And I used to love this story too. I used to love when it was time to read the Quran. And I'm going to get back into it. It's going to snap back the memory. But it used to be this special surah pertaining to 2 people making some travels. But in the travels, he has to do some things that's going to be disturbing. You know what I'm saying? So I like that guy. Because he was telling the other guy who needed to get to the next level. He said, I'm going to teach you this, but there's going to see some things in the travel that you ain't going to like, but you can't say nothing. You got to understand later. When we finish, I'm going to give you everything. He kept begging, can I hang with you? Can I hang with you? And the guy said, yo, listen, man, I got some work to do, but I don't wait till I come back. He said, how long that's going to be? I think he said it's going to take a few years. Now, I don't think the guy made it. And theoretically speaking about the story, I don't think he made it. But the key point of the story was, he said, all right, man, I want to be you so bad. I want to get what you got to show me. I do it. He said, okay. He asked him 3 times. You sure? You sure? You sure? The guy said, yeah, sure. I'm not going to say nothing. The guy took him on a journey. He killed the kid. The guy said, yo, why'd you kill the kid? He was just this amount of age. The guy said, well, I'm going to give you a pass on this one, but you said you wasn't going to say anything. Yeah, but come on. I didn't know what he was going to do. He said, you said you wasn't going to say nothing. He said, but yeah, all right. I'm all right. I'm sorry, he said. No doubt. He said, but look, this kid was going to grow up to not be good. That's all you need to know. Details later on why I did it. Then he went somewhere else. Talking to the guy telling him, take it easy. Once the journey is finished, we'll talk about some things. Then he go see this wall. It was just being fixed. The guy go knock the wall down. The other guy who's with him, again, who said he wasn't going to say anything, he started yelling out again, why would you knock that wall down? You know what's up with that? Guy told him, you told me he wasn't going to be, that's 2. He said, you only get one more chance. And I think he did good. He did good until one last one. And I'm trying to remember the last one. And I think it was pertaining to, was it money? Was it money? Because the first one was dealing with the kid who was going to be a tyrant. The second one was the wall that was going to divide nations or not be able to be nations. And the third one was something else that was really, really meaningful that had to be knocked off. If you know what it is, put it in the comment section. It's an old story from the Quran. To all my brothers out there. I used to love that story. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, I'll read it again. But myself doing this reminds me on how much that you punks that's out there doing the fake work. You're doing all this fake work, but then when we ask you what it is, you act stupid. Mm-hmm. You don't even know. Mm-mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's right. We outside. That's right. That's one thing I liked about those books. And my other story from the Bible is when the prophet Isaiah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Not Ezekiel. Let me repeat. I have maybe two beautiful stories. The book of Job and the prophet Isaiah. Because the prophet Isaiah said he was going to see on his return. He's going to have come back at the head of 10,000, over 10,000. Okay? And I told you, he ain't coming with no olive branch. No, sir. He ain't coming to preach. You should have been did that. Huh? But unfortunately, your grace of dealing with the Most High was to get a prophet. Now, the Most High's been told us he was going to give us some money. Just had to chill. But your habit overwhelmed your thinking pattern. I said your habit overwhelmed your thinking pattern. You out there selling God's word. That's why I can't go to no place of being for you. How can I go to somewhere and think that I'm going to get this from the Most High, but yet you ain't looking out for me? You must be out your mind. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You putting words on top of words. You Hebrews jump from one page to the last page, middle page. I mean, you're all over. And I forgot how many, what day it was. I forgot the number or how many verses and chapters in the Bible. I forgot. I used to have a real good number back then. It was over 660 something like that. Islam had about 114 chapters and 6,680 words. And yeah, it was something like that. The Bible had some books. Yeah. Book of Moses, the book of the gospel, one book, Old Testament, New Testament. I don't want to tell you, boy. But these two guys is yelling out Google Bible verses. They're not touching pages. I don't think they scrolling through pages explaining that this is what they'll look up in the screen and say this is a page you need to go to. But they boys is out their mind. I told you those boys is out their mind. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand that there's either two things. You know what I'm saying? I know what's happening with them. I seen it at the what was that? When he tried to invite us to the Christmas party and the Thanksgiving party. You said that they still holding on to tradition. See, I looked at you and said, what tradition? You said, you ain't got to touch it, though, but that's what they do. I said, who do, what do, and how they do. I thought you taught them. You'll tell us it's some type of delicacy. That your grandfather used to operate like that. You know daggone well that you losing your mind. And I blame it on that swine. I really do. I blame it on that swine and Pepsi. And I blame it on that swine. I really do. Just making sure them levels is up. Because the man ain't say the levels was good. But look, we know that's what you out there doing. I got to blame it on that coke and all the rest of the stuff that you run around with, dancing around with, and you trying to act like we don't know. You still talking last year work, and we already moving past the grain. Yeah, this ain't no hello, how are you? No more Lionel Richie. It's Richie Rich, but not Lionel Richie. You ain't playing no more with you. You was a Commodore. You ain't a Commodore no more. You ain't nothing. You and Stymie, Jaime. You and Stymie is Jaime and Stymie. You and Jaime and you and Stymie. I don't want you standing behind me. They're going to have to escort me deep somewhere else. I might break your jaw, man. Word up. Everything info, entertaining, educational, motivational purposes only. You know what I'm saying? You was looking for me to be very, very overwhelmed. Nah, man. Nah. I'm hustling. We're going to get away with this one. I ain't going to let you get away. See, I know your nerves is bad from back in the days. I know. That's why I ain't complaining. That's why I ain't yelling at you. You want me to yell like you in your house, the acoustic level, You got good acoustics. I'm gonna give you that. The way you be yelling, Leak you, if you're watching, I need you to send me that. When he was yelling that day, when he yelled out your name, I can't find it. Leak you, interlocal nation. Subscribe, like, comment, and share to baby girl to commission. Send me that one, baby girl. I don't care. I love that. I love that. That's my favorite rant. I love it. I love it. Well, he was yelling. He got good acoustics. Over here, I can't do. I got street. I got firemen, fire trucks, all type of sirens running through here. Trucks, garbage trucks. We really live. We don't know about you. I'm doing an hour and 10. We just approached an hour in the show. I love it. I love it. What time is it? Oh, man, it feels so good. Oh, part 2 felt good. Part 2 felt good. I couldn't, man. I want to thank everybody for coming in attendance. I worked this one. Right on StreamYard too. Horizontal. Yeah. Because if we have more production than the other people, of course, we can have a better StreamYard. But you already know how they acting. You know what I'm saying? Hmm? 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 You're not scared? Hmm? Huh? We just a little up and out. We just right there. That's all. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we running. Now we running. Now we running. So, looking at your work, you can't even get this. You know what I'm saying? You can't even get this. Nope. We'll wait for you to come out. Your job will be small. What Jaime? Jaime can't even save you. Nope. Jaime looking at you like you crazy. He just like seeing himself. That's what Jaime like to do. And you trying to know more than Jaime. Jaime know more than you, Stein. You heard? Jaime know more than you, man. I hate to tell you that. But, you know what I'm saying? Khalil still ain't going to want to battle that bump. You could bring him up and think that would tempt Khalil to look for his page on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? First and foremost, he ain't got a YouTube page. If he do, I can't find him. Because you never tag your friend. You just that selfish. You won't even let him know who he is. You just got him helping you co-host a show about AI Bible talk. Mark Zuckerberg Bible app. That's what y'all doing. You using Mark Zuckerberg. No, not Mark Zuckerberg. What's that kid? Mark. What's his name? Mark. What's that kid name? Wahlberg. Yeah, Mark Wahlberg app. Yeah, that's him. I don't like Mark Wahlberg. No. I like Danny Wahlberg. He kind of all right. I don't like Mark Wahlberg. No. Even though he's more famous. I don't like Mark Wahlberg. Can't even get the name out properly. You know what I'm saying? With the other Wahlberg, he's all right. Yeah, he cool. I met him doing Brooklyn scene. Bought some coffee. donuts and all that. He was out there. He was really, really into his work. Mm-hmm. 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 But unlike you, though, you soft. You know what I'm saying? You in the background laughing in the bushes. Ron Savage, where you at, man? You soft too. You soft too. How many people we done sent that you over there? Now you ain't got no more baby oil. You be squirting around. You know what I'm saying? You got these Vaseline nightmares. You was with him before. Now you don't know him. As soon as he start banging on you, you're gonna run around and act like you want to play with China Kim in him. You looking for Monty Woodgrain again. A bum. Looking for him. Who's wearing a pig hat. I saw him video today. He's wearing a pig hat. Like he's speaking pig language or something. I don't know what's his problem. But we told him back in the days. Stop running. Stop playing. When we ask for you, don't look for us to say, yo. I went over there and looked. I said, he's still up to his old tricks again. I unsubscribed. Ain't nothing good coming out of Monty Wood. You had it, man. 20,000. It's over, man. Sit down now. Read children's books. That's my retirement plan. I'm keeping it real. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Wu-Tang for the babies. I'm running right back. Then I'll be the superhero, supervillain again. You feel me? But after this, they do anything foolish, boy, I'm going children's book. I'm out of my business. Yep. I'm gonna be reading for hours, sounding out words. Yep, I don't care. Yep. Mm-hmm. You're gonna help me too. That's right. Sound out words. We're gonna get our penmanship. We're gonna get I got a board up there. I got a board. Only thing YouTube gotta do is show it. I might have to do videos. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Monty Birdbrain. Okay, that's his new name. All right, cool. Monty Birdbrain. Good. Big up to my people for helping out with a new nickname for that bump. Tired of him. I'll never forget how I tried to get help from him. He ain't want to give me no help. You know what I'm saying? He looked at me like I was a cornball. Word. He looked at me like I was nobody. I said, yo, Monty, what up, man? Now, I admit you had some things that was some things. I know it hurted when you lost that mill. I knew you had that mill. I think I seen you had a mill. You should have stayed quiet. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. See, I don't do it all the time here, but I find related videos for trailers to get people to know what time it is. If I had that amount of hits, I would keep showing that. Show people, oh, he living. Oh, he got 20, let me give it to him. You'll probably had over 50, 60. But I think you went to 30. I think you had about 30 and you lost it by doing something foolish. But now you asking for the community to come back to give you a donation, which is a subscribe hit, a like, a comment, a view, and you back to doing your same tricks again. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Talk about a lady gave you a happy ending by mistake. Looking at you, you are school yellow bus. Every time I see you, I think of school yellow bus. I think of Rugrats, cartoons. You just a character. I had an image of who you was to me a long time ago, like 4 years, but you and that Crino for life, y'all both look like, you know what I'm saying? He look like a little oink oink. You was something, and you look like, I forgot. You know what I'm saying? Like a crackhead sumo wrestler that lost his job, something like that I had for you. You're like a a blowfish. Yeah, he was like a blowfish. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? An overweight Finding Nemo blowfish type shit. That's what that nigga looked like. You know what I'm saying? Word. Mm. And you know, I told myself when I get to the next level, I'm gonna come look for you niggas and give y'all some views and pull y'all up on the John and be like, yo, what's up? Because I know y'all hustling different. You want to be seen. I don't. I'm just super fit. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you can't get up to look yourself in the morning. That's hard. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I beat you to it. I'm sorry I wore a mask before you. You can wear a mask, face mask that they give you, put on and go around. We got it. And my man said it the other day. He said, yo, please do your best no more. But I still have to tell you whose Hood Hampton is. You know what I'm saying? Like Stan Lee. He owned everybody. He's everybody. But you know who Stan Lee is. So that's Ham Doom. Right now it's Do-Rag Doom. Okay? Do-Rag Doom. Ham Doom went on vacation. So right now you got Do-Rag Doom. That's his name. You heard? It's Do-Rag Doom. Word up. Ham Doom is not available. He went on vacation. I meant to tell y'all that last. I think I told you I didn't give y'all the full explanation on Do-Rag Doom. Donnie Do-Rag got abducted. Can't find him. Okay, Hood Hampton said he on vacation. He ain't coming back. Hood Hamptons gave it up. So now it's Do-Rag Doom. Ham Doom, he went to Planet Doom. You ain't gonna see Ham Doom for a while. Fisherman hat, you know what I'm saying? Yankee hat, whatever hat he was wearing. You know what I'm saying? Now you got Do-Rag Doom. I told you it's a few of them. You got Gray Hoodie Doom. You know what I'm saying? Hoodie Doom, but Gray Hoodie Doom, but Hoodie Doom, because he's throwing the hood. You know what I'm saying? Right now you got Do-Rag Doom. You heard? That's what's up right now. In the apron. That's what I'm thinking. That's what we doing. Blood on the apron. Straight up. Okay, we got a minute and 10. I'm gonna see you again.